everybody, welcome to Walking on the Sun. I'm Jay Whelan, your creator, producer, and director for the project. A couple things to tell you about real quick. Doing some updates to the website, so swing by and check out greenwinterbluesun.com. In addition, we are going to be releasing a new trailer here in the next few weeks. And our big news for this week is that we have been booked as guests of honor at the Conglomeration Convention here in Louisville, Kentucky, April 19th through the 21st. We'll be having 2 panels, so come by and see us at 7 p.m. on Friday the 19th and at 4 p.m. on Saturday the 20th of April. All right, that should wrap it up for now. We'll see you soon, and let's get over to our guests. So here we go. All right, welcome back everybody to Walking on the Sun. So tonight our special guest is Ichabod, one of the studio cats, and of course the hey, don't chew on me, the super talented Mr. Clark Spalding, veteran of 7 projects for the studio. He plays Private First Class Roger Stevens on the Blue Sun project, and tonight we're going to start off with his thoughts. So, you were on the proof of concept, and what was that like for you?
The proof of concept was fantastic. Cold. Cold is one way to put it. It was fun because we got to go run around in the woods, and I think there's more dialogue in this one than we've had in other things, except for maybe 371.
True.
So that's fun to see. I've always been a huge fan of dialogue.
Ow! What is wrong with you, buddy? We got
The devil cat.
Devil cat.
But I thought filming the proof of concept was just overall a blast. From running around in the woods in French Lick, getting lost to get there.
Yeah.
First off.
Yeah.
Got lost. Shot in the cold. Then it snowed, and I had short sleeves on, which was great.
Glutton for punishment.
What was funny is me and Stopman originally had both short sleeves.
Right.
And then he opted to go and buy a thermal.
Right.
And was like, I hope Jay's okay with this. And I was like, I'm just going to tough it out. It'll be alright.
Yeah, it'd be alright. Yeah, it'd be alright.
Might have almost had frostbite by the end of the day. But it was alright.
Hey.
I still have my hands.
Now, can you imagine if we use a squib?
Oh, God. Those are cold. Those are real cold.
Even in 75-degree weather, this is still cold.
Oh, yeah.
So you've been with us for 7 projects now. Mm-hmm. Starting off with Prelude, which is one of our finest, some would say one of our finest projects. Went on and did Impossibility. Mm-hmm. And then later went on and did 371. Mm-hmm. And then the Family Holiday Project, Daddy's Girls.
Yep.
Did the Zombie. And now we've done the proof of concept for for Green Winter Blue Sun, and we've done Road to War, which is a promo project for
yes.
What are your thoughts? Can you share some of your thoughts on all these projects and your experiences with them?
Words and thoughts.
I start off, I throw you in a mask.
You throw me in a mask, so...
I say, I'm going to put you in a mask, I'm going to put you on top of a building, and you're going to shoot this guy.
Yes. So Prelude, you start off, you wrap my face in basically like a scarf, turban kind of thing. And this is one of my first, film endeavors. I think it was my second.
Right.
After the Star Wars project, but... I'm like, why is my face covered? Like, I want people to see this so they know who I am. So I can't be like, hey, look at this movie I was in. Well, your face was covered where you're really in it. I'm like, yeah, that's me right there. That guy. Yeah. I'm the creepy guy shooting people in the face. But you cover my face up, and I'm like, well, why are you covering my face? Come to find out later that you're planning to save my face for Leviticus. Right. One of the primary characters in the Sentinel universe. Right. So after that, I was like, it's not so bad.
It's not so bad.
Cover my face.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's okay. So,
But
that was great.
We've burnt you up. We've blown you up. We've shot you. Have we not? Is there any way we have not killed you yet?
I haven't been run over.
Oh wait, killed by zombie.
Killed by zombie.
Killed by zombie and the undead.
But did I die?
Yeah, I think I don't think you come back at the end of the nuclear weapon. I don't think you come back.
That's true.
Yeah,
there wouldn't have been much left. There was that.
So you talking about the Star Wars project? So tell us about the Star Wars project. I think it's a charitable cause. I think it's important we talk about that. So tell us about the Star Wars project.
So the Star Wars project was the very first thing I was ever cast in. The very first thing I ever did, and it was my first ever audition as well.
Really?
It was after watching Logan. Okay. Logan was my inspiration for all of this.
Okay.
I watched Logan whenever it first came out, and I was so just blown away by it. I was like, that's what I want to do. In high school, my friends and I used to make these, just goofy little short films, no real plot line, just like us running around with some guns in the woods.
Right. Backyard cinema.
Exactly. My friend David would film it all, and he'd do all the CGI and editing and all that fun stuff. And we had a lot of fun doing it, but never thought anything of it.
Right.
But after watching Logan, I was like, this is something I want to do.
Right.
So why not see what's around here? And so got on Facebook, Louisville auditions, blah, 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 trying to find groups for that. And the Star Wars audition popped up. Went in there. Ken Daniels, Nathan Milner, and John Wells are sitting behind the table, and they say, okay, read for this part. And so I read for it. And John goes, could you do it a little bit quieter? You're really loud. I was like, yeah, I guess I can tone my voice back a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, so read through it, or did it again, read for another part, ended up getting the second part that I did, which was a dying soldier, a dying stormtrooper.
Right.
See, I just die well. Everybody just wants me to die. But it's a charitable cause. The whole reason they did it was to raise money for Norton Children's Hospital. They were all very close with this boy, Phil Parks, who died of brain cancer.
Oh.
And so it premiered probably a month and a half ago. And they raised $3,600 to Norton Children's Hospital. They just dropped off the check the other day.
Cool.
Which was great.
Yeah.
Soon they will be having Blu-rays for sale.
Awesome.
And posters for sale.
Awesome.
And yeah, every single penny goes to Norton Children's Hospital.
That is fantastic. And where can people find out about this?
StarWarsFanFilm.com.
StarWarsFanFilm.com. So please check that out, and please be sure to pick up a Blu-ray or a poster for a charitable cause for Norton's hospitals, children's hospitals. Very important thing to do. So be sure to check that out. Mr. Spalding, Mr. Clark Spalding, he's a part of that project, and a lot of other great people are involved in it, so be sure to check that out. We're going to go ahead and move on now to more stuff and talk about your thoughts on Green Lantern Blue Sun.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the project. I think it's going to be great to get into a series as opposed to the short films that we've been doing.
Right.
I think it leads to so much more development of story, characters.
Right.
Just, you can do so much more with it because you have, there's more time.
Right. And we talked about this previously, about how, I've kind of let actors kind of develop the characters, together with me. I'm just saying, here, put this on and be this character. It's like, I want you to kind of bring your thoughts, your personality, your experiences to it. What experiences are you bringing to it? How much of Clark is Private
Stevens?
Private Stevens.
Private Stevens.
Yeah. How much PFC Stevens? How much of Clark is PFC Stevens?
A lot, I'd say. Very similar upbringings. He was raised on a farm. He had a very close-knit family. So did I. I wasn't raised on a farm, but my grandpa lived a mile away, and I was there pretty much every day.
Right.
Very close-knit family. He's leaving his family to go to war. I left my family to come to a different city and pursue college and a career.
Right.
So we up until basically the beginning of this story, we've led very similar lives.
Right.
Leaving behind the one thing we know, family, relationships, all that, and just jumping into these new endeavors.
So let's talk about the kind of the path of this character. As he goes through his experiences in life, do you expect that he will lose his naivete, his nuance of being the farm boy? Do you think that he'll become more jaded, or do you think that he'll retain his hopefulness, his his good-natured personality?
Yeah.
Where would you like to take it? It would be the question. That would be the real question.
I would probably go the route of maybe not keeping the naivety, but because obviously they're gonna go through some shit,
right?
And he's gonna learn some things. He might become more wise and more knowledgeable in these scenarios, but I think he'll always be the kind of like the good. He'll be good at heart. He wants to do the right thing.
Right.
He's not gonna turn his back on everybody because this bad thing happens. So now I'm gonna go and be the bad guy.
Right.
Even though that would be really fun. I'd be totally okay if the writers decide to take it that way. That's what it is.
Or take you down a road for a couple, maybe a couple episode arc, story arc, where you fall into just disillusionment. You don't know who you are anymore, and you're I pistol whip the chief or whatever, and I don't want to do this anymore. This is just not right.
Yeah.
It might be something in the cards. I would enjoy that character development.
That would be fun. Playing the bad guy would be great.
Right.
But I think since I feel like it's a character very close to me, he would always keep that, like, in his heart, he wants to do good by people, and he wants to do the right thing, and he knows that you treat other people as you want to be treated, basically. And so
in many ways,
regardless of like what happens to him, he's not going to be that evil guy that just hurts people. So
in many ways, he's actually going to be the moral compass for the crew.
I can see it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing to look forward to. So here's one last question before we finish. Are you ready for the heat?
The heat?
Yeah, we've had the cold. Are you ready for the heat?
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that?
Been there, done
that. So Humping Mills in July, you're ready for it.
I'm ready for it. So, oddly enough, the Star Wars one.
Uh-huh.
It was, we filmed in the middle of May.
Okay.
Hot.
Right.
Humid.
Right.
I'm wearing stormtrooper armor.
Oh, yeah.
Which breathes pretty well.
Right.
But until you put on the shadow trooper armor, then it's hot. It's just like an oven.
Right.
But hot, fighting ticks, mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah.
That was hot. That was bad. And then exact opposite, proof of concept, filming in the snow with a t-shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
So.
No.
I'm pretty much ready for anything in between.
Now, here's the question yet. How do you handle tick deck?
So, I'm just going to take a bath in DEET. Okay.
Gotcha.
That's what we did for Star Wars. We just lathered. We just sprayed each other down with as much DEET and bug repellent as we could. I never got a single tick on me.
Nice.
Our poor costume designer pulled 16 off in one day. Barbie Clark. She had a hard time.
Yeah, I would think so. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up here. Be sure to join us at Conglomeration, Geek Out, In Conjunction, Gen Con, and Imaginarium. Clark will be making appearances at these conventions, so be sure to swing by and get your picture taken with him, get his autograph, and pick up your swag. And be sure to check us out on greenwinterbluesun.com. Check out our YouTube channel at Blue Sun. Make sure to check us out on Facebook at Green Winter Blue Sun. And also, if you need to email us, you can email us at producer at ANDtv.com or at producer at greenwinterbluesun.com. And again, this is Jay Whelan saying thank you for tuning in tonight for Walking on the Sun. This is Clark Spalding. He is one of the very talented and very, very good-looking and just amazing members of our cast. And be sure to check him out not only on Green Winter Blue Sun, but you can check him out on Hand of the Empire?
Star Wars Hand of the Empire.
Star Wars Hand of the Empire. He also appeared in several other films, including Prelude to Darkness, TSC 371, TSC Impossibility of Reason, and TSC... Oh, forgot about this one. Not a TSC project, but it was The Undead from Space.
The Zombie.
The Zombie, which he says is his favorite project. So,
it is.
So be sure to check that out. You can find that on YouTube. All right, we'll see you guys later, and we are out in 3.